All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your midterm review. So I'll do all 3 sections of your midterm review into one video. Okay, so let's combine like terms. So that's a 4 plus 8 is 12 minus 12 gives me no ends. Okay. And then that gives me a plus 6k and a minus 6k, so no k's. And then I'm left with a 12 minus 6, which is 6. All right, to solve this equation, I can do one of two things. I can distribute first, or I can go ahead and if I multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is the flip the fraction, then what I get is 10a plus 20 is equal to, remember we can cross cancel, so 24 and 2 reduce to be 1 and 12, and then 12 times 5 is 60. So then I subtract 20 from both sides, and I get 10a is equal to 40, divide both sides by 10, and I get a is equal to 4. If you were to distribute, you would get the same answer. Okay, so question 5, we have to do order of operations, minus 5. Okay, so 7 minus 4 is 3 times 2 plus 8 divided by 4 minus 6, which is negative 2. So then what I have is I have 4 times 3 plus 2 minus 5. And then I've got 6 plus 8 divided by negative 2. 8 divided by negative 2, so 4 times 5 minus 5 times 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2, so this is 4 times 5 minus 5 times 2, so this is 20 minus 10, which is 10. Okay, question 6 would be cross multiplication. Question 7, compared to her sister, how much more hair does she cut off? So 9 and 7 twelfths minus 5 and 1/6. Okay, so we can do this a couple of ways. Probably the easiest thing to do, I would think, is to convert this to an improper fraction. But here's the thing is that, what you can do first is you can, if you wanted to subtract the whole numbers and then worry about the fractions, you can. You'll just run into a little bit of an issue if you have to borrow a whole number, okay? All right, so remember 12 times 9, so that's 8. That's 108 plus 7, so that's 115 over 12 minus 31 over 6. So in order to find a common denominator, I'm going to multiply, not by 3. Top and bottom of this are right equation by 2, so I get 115 over 12 minus 62 over 12. So I want to subtract off 62, so that gives me a 53. So this is 53 over 12. Okay, question 8, question 9. Determine lines that are perpendicular. So what I would do is I would change all these into slope-intercept form. So negative 3y is equal to negative 4x plus 2. Divide everybody by negative 3. So then I get y is equal to positive 4/3 x minus 2/3. This next one, line B, 4y is equal to 1 minus, I should do it this way, 3 negative 3x plus, minus 1. Divide everybody by 4. So y is equal to negative 3/4 x minus 1/4. So A and B are perpendicular. Okay, and then let's look at C. So 4y, 4y is equal to 3x plus 20. Divide both sides by 4. So then y is equal to 3/4 x plus 5. Okay, so A and B are perpendicular. That's all you got. All right, to solve this equation, again, I can distribute or I can multiply by the reciprocal because the 4's would cross cancel and the 3's would cross cancel. So remember that the 6 and the 3 goes into itself once and it goes into 18 6 times. So this is 30 plus 4x is equal to 24. Subtract both sides by 30, so I get 4x is equal to somebody. -6, divide both sides by 4, so I get x is equal to -6/4, which you must reduce to -3/2. Okay. Write an equation using the table below, so I need to figure out this slope is, so 5 minus 1 is 4, so my slope is 4. I don't care about what equation I use, so I can use y minus 11 is equal to 4 times x minus 1. I could just use point slope form. Okay, so this is a +4, so this graph opens up. It is a -2 here, so I am shifting to the right by 2. And then I am adding 3, so I'm going up by 3. And that is my shifting. Oh, I did 4 instead of 5. Let's be clear about graphing the equation here. So when I graph the equation, I need to use the coordinate point. Do not, on the midterm, do not change to slope intercept form. Use the coordinate point. So it's -2 because it's a +2 here. It's -2. And then it is -4. And we mark our coordinate point. Then we go down 3 more from that coordinate point and we go over 1, which is right there. And we play connect the dots. So -2, -4, -7. Okay, are the points that I'm looking at you graphing. Okay, so here I go down. So here's a coordinate point. Here's a coordinate point up here. So I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 halves is the slope. And then my y-intercept is at -1. So y is equal to -5 halves x minus 1. 6 ounces for 45 pieces is equal to 10 ounces over x. So 450 is equal to 6x. Divide both sides by 6. 6, 7, so that's 42. 30, so 5, 75 pieces. Okay. Question 11, write the equation of the line. So y plus 1 is equal to -8/5 x plus 5. All right, and then again, I can multiply both sides by 8/3. So that cancels out. I'm left with 8. So then 2p minus 64 is equal to -64. Add 64 to both sides, and I get 2p is equal to 0. Divide both sides by 2, and p is equal to 0. Question 3, write the equation of the line using the table below. -7 minus a -16 over -2 minus a -5. So that turns into plus. So that gives me a 9/3, which is 3. So y plus 16 is equal to 3 times x plus 5. do not change in a slope-intercept form. So -2, +1 here. So -2, 1. And then I go up 3 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mark my point here. So this is at 4. That's at 2. Okay. Write the equation of the graph below. Looks like I'm at the origin. And then there's a point at 5, 4. So it looks like I go up by 4 and over 5. So then y is equal to 4/5 x plus nothing. So y is equal to 4/5 x. Question 9. A grading machine grades 48 questions per minute. So 300 tests to grade 300 tests. Oh, 48. No, not questions. Haha, tests. I was like, what in the world? The units don't match. And we don't know how many minutes. Okay, so 48, oopsies. 48x is equal to 300. So then 48 divided into 300 does not go in evenly. Maybe 5. Let's see, that's 0, 4, 240 plus another 48 gives me 288. So we're really only going to get, we're not going to get anything out of this other than maybe reducing. Both divisible by 4, so that gives me, hold on, let's do it this way. Okay, so it doesn't go in evenly, so 300 divided by 48. So we can reduce by 2, that gives us a 24 over 150. Reduce by 2 again, and that gives me a 75 over 12. That gives me reduced by 3, so that gives me a 25 over 4. So 25 over 4 minutes. Okay, so y minus 3 is equal to -5/8 x plus 2. All right, and that is it for this section.